Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Darnell. Darnell is the transferred use of a surname with two possible meanings. For one, it could be derived from a place name from the Olde English elements derne meaning hidden and halh meaning nook, most likely describing a village concealed by natural features of the landscape. Secondly, the surname could have developed from another place name, this time from the Old French word Darnell, from derne meaning stupefied. Darnell is basically a noxious weed that disguises itself as wheat. Its presence was commonplace in medieval English corn/wheat fields. Also common in the Middle East, Darnell is mentioned in a biblical parable, in the Gospel of Matthew, when farmers are told to let the wheat and darnel grow together, separating them at harvest time when the darnel distinguishes itself as a weed different from the wheat, noticeable by its darker seeds, suggesting the difficulty of discerning between good and evil, not to judge until you know for certain. Darnell would have been a surname given to a person who either grew darnel or hailed from a place where darnel was grown. In the Middle Ages, darnel was used for medicinal purposes or as a sedative. The French word for darnel is now ivory, which is borrowed from the Latin ebrius meaning drunk, intoxicating. This is because the darnel grass causes symptoms of intoxication, drunkenness, tremors, dizziness, vomiting, stumbling and slurred speech. In large enough quantities, darnel can also cause death. Because of such symptoms, Darnell was also a common medieval nickname for a dim-witted person. Darnell is actually one of the oldest English surnames in existence. Personality of the boy named Darnell. The three energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The three personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The three personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. Three seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number threes. Popularity of the boy named Darnell. Darnell dates back to the mid-1940s in terms of usage as a masculine name in America. The name quickly grew to respectable levels of popularity, finally reaching its heights in the late 1970s and early 80s. Part of Darnell's success has been fueled by African Americans, a community which has helped popularize other French-inspired names in the latter half of the 20th century. Examples of other black masculine names in America ultimately borrowed from French origins include André, Antoine, Leroy, Marcel, Germain, and Tyrell. Darnell is a cool, laid-back name, a more interesting twist on Daryl. In the mid-1980s, Darnell was on the top 300 list of most commonly used American boy names. Today, he's hardly on the top 900. Apparently, Darnell has fallen from favor in the past 2 decades, which makes him pretty underused and original by today's naming standards. Quick facts on Darnell. Gender, boy. Origin, African American. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 982. Pronunciation, Darnell. Simple meaning, hidden nook, intoxicating. Characteristics of Darnell. Social, dramatic, popular, happy, communicative, optimistic, creative. Cultural references to the baby name, Darnell. Famous people named Darnell. Darnell Williams, daytime actor. Darnell Dinkins, football player. Darnell Hillman, basketball player. Darnell Coles, baseball player. Darnell Valentine, basketball player. Darnell Dockett, football player. Darnell Wilson, boxer. Darnell Martin, film/TV director. Darnell McDonald, baseball player. Darnell Jackson, basketball player.